entire enterprise. Whether in the office or on the move, make data-driven decisions effortlessly with AI-driven insights at your fingertips. AIQoD 360 isn't just one AI. It's a team of AI agents working in sync to optimize every aspect of your business. Need operational insights? Our AI copilots analyze and recommend actions instantly. Looking for seamless workflow orchestration? Our specialized AI agents handle everything from finance to HR, procurement to compliance. 70% faster processes, 60% productivity boost, and up to 50% cost savings. This is enterprise intelligence redefined. Our suite includes SalesX, AI-driven lead management and campaign execution. Visi, AI-powered dynamic video creation. FinSync, intelligent finance management and invoicing. AIQoD 360, unified enterprise solutions with multi-AI agents. And we're just getting started. Upcoming innovations like Smart Claims, Smart Recruit, and Smart Contract ensure you stay ahead of the curve with next-gen AI agents. The dashboard provides real-time analysis, insights, and data visualization, enabling strategic decision-making with AI-powered analytics. The Worldview dashboard provides real-time risk intelligence by mapping sensitive data across global locations for strategic decision-making. What our global clients say. Leading enterprises like global SI partners such as TCS and Intel and other partners like Tata Communications, Tata Power, UAE Government, Pandora, Roche, Intel, Seco Bank, and TVS trust AIQoD 360 to drive efficiency and innovation across critical business functions. AIQoD 360 isn't just a solution. It's your multi-AI agent-powered transformation hub. Empower your business. Empower your future.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm so thrilled to welcome you back to our webinar, Agentic AI for Business. I am Pallavi, and I'll be your host today. After tons of amazing feedbacks and several requests from our viewers, we just had to bring back this session. So we are super excited again and explore how Agentic AI can truly transform your business. Imagine a world where your auto management runs like a clockwork, with zero hassle, fewer errors, and everything handled by intelligent AI agents. Sound amazing, right? Well, that's exactly what we are diving into today. AI-powered tools like AskGenie are not just a glimpse of the future, they're already transforming how businesses work. And we are here to show you that. We are deeply honored to be joined by Mr. Ajay Kumar, the sales head of AIQoD 360 and a visionary in AI-led business transformations. With years of experience and a strong track record of driving impactful AI solutions across industries, Mr. Ajay will lead today's session with valuable insights and a live demonstration of AskGenie in action. We have also lined up some interactive polls and Q&A to ensure this session remains interesting, insightful, and engaging. So sit tight, and we have got an impactful session ahead. Let's get started. Welcome, Mr. Ajay.
Okay, can you hear me? Yes? Okay, fine. Great. Thank you, Pallavi, for inviting me and allowing me to talk about what ChatGenie is doing in the industry and how it is transforming. Okay. So I will start by sharing a small presentation. Just Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, great. So agentic AI for business, it is actually transforming the order management, and this is what AIQoD 360 has brought into the market. And there's a lot of good use cases which is coming. So we will talk in this session about several of them, and at least three of them I would like to present and show exactly how it is happening. So let's get started with that. um, what we are going to do, some of the pain points we will talk about. Okay, we will also talk about how AskGenie is bringing the solution. Okay, it is bringing the AI powered order management to the market, and how it is working, what are the process flows, what are the key features, what are the measurable impact and ROI for that, and what are the next steps, how you can actually get the benefit of such a powerful tool. So what are the challenges in modern order management? So first and foremost, you get orders from various sources, various channels. Okay, it's a very highly inefficient process where we need to deploy manual people who need to go and hunt these leads from various sources. And once the leads come into the system, they need to work on it, prepare quotation. There's a lot of to and fro which is happening. The customer is asking for discount. You can give it to certain set of people, certain people you don't want to give it. There's a lot of manual intervention is needed, a lot of manual thought process is needed. Now what this is actually creating such a business flow where sometimes the order is lost just because you did not act on it on time. So sometimes there are businesses who are depending on the some of the queries which are coming from B2C portals or B2B portals, and there are plenty of competitor who are there in the similar channel, and they are all eager to pick the lead and work on it, and the time is of a very essence. So whoever is able to pick the lead, reach out to customer, reach out and provide quotation, they are the people who win. Now, can we do it 24 by 7? This is highly unlikely. And that's where, in order to cut the inefficiency, we have solution. Same. Customer abandonment. So 65%, the leads are lost because of certain errors, delays, or stock issues. Sometimes you don't have a stock, and you're thinking how to fulfill. So in these scenarios, what happens? You are delayed, and the moment you are delayed, the customer moves to the the vendor who is readily available, is providing the quotes, it's providing the information, alternative products and all. So sometimes a kind of product you don't have, so you always can recommend a alternative product. So these are basically the business pain points. The other pain points is the manual data entry. Sometimes the user comes to you through the customer comes to you through a WhatsApp channel. Sometimes they simply call you, sometimes they send you message, sometimes they send you an email, sometimes they come to your portal. So there's a lot of channels through which the customer can come, and can I actually pick all of them and seamlessly pursue and create kind of quotations to order a life cycle. There are a lot of challenges there. And in the same customer can also come from multiple channels. So can we actually identify whether the same customer has come from the email, same customer has come from WhatsApp? Okay, so there is a heavy reliance on human agents. So we need, even a smaller business, larger business, they need human agent at the end of the the query life cycle, where they can actually do something tangible and do something fast. Okay, but there what happens if the not 100%, even if 90% or 60 or 80% of the initial connection, if we can automate, there's a heavy turnaround, heavy benefit that companies can get, and that's where the current challenges are, which we aim to actually fix it. And slowly today in the session, you will see how we are effectively able to do it. So what we are doing, we have a solution called AskGenie. Now, AskGenie, it is an AI agent, okay, that automates the order processing for business. It's a AI agent which can, you can ask question. It can ask, give you responses. But now this specific, AI agent is actually trained to understand your stock, understand your orders, understand how much you have, what are the queries that customers can come out with. And based on that, it can actually create the system where, the simple chat interface where there is, no errors, no delays, available 24 by 7. Okay. And beyond that, it has a multilingual support. So, be in India, you have support for 22, 23 regional languages. So your customers can come and talk to the chat in their own language. It can write or talk. Okay. So that's how the chat genie actually is cutting this human agent need. And it is able to replicate what the human can do. It is able to replicate and provide the similar service. So what is unique about it? So when we use ChatGenie, okay, what is happening proactively? It is resolving issues automatically, and 90%, over 90% of the routine tasks can be automated, including first and second level of negotiation with the customer. So, for example, some customers definitely ask for a discount. So you can always do a setting in the system where you can say, okay, if he's a repeat customer, give him 5% discount. Okay. Or if he has a volume more than this, give him another 2% or 3% discount. All those things can be set there, and the chatbot will ensure that it is not giving that kind of discount right in the beginning, but it is going to give it due course while it is negotiating. End of it, the customer still believes he is talking to an agent, and the agent could be human, could be machine. But when we talk about generative AI, so Gen AI actually depicts the human behavior. So when it talks about, it is understanding the question which the people ask in their normal human language, and it is able to respond back also in human language. Okay. So that's basically the Ask Genie solution. Okay. How it is handled. So virtually within 60 seconds, the order fulfillment can happen. Okay. That's how, the system is, able to do it. So what it does, in general, what it does, it captures basically the order. It can capture through the email or WhatsApp channel. And also I can implement Chat Genie through the company website. So it can capture the order through all these channels. It can validate the stock, the pricing, and whatever the gaps are there. Sometimes what happens, there is a very regular product which I can definitely get it from my vendors, overnight or within a couple of days. So I don't want to say no to the customer. Rather, I want to take the order, and then I can go ahead and fulfill this gap by issuing a purchase order to my vendors, and fulfill my order. So that also is possible. It will, when it is processing the order, it can also provide smart substitutions. It can provide the quotations, and it can do exception managements and all. And then once the customer has the quotation, it can always confirm the order. So we can integrate with the ERP system to provide a pro forma invoice, and payment cycle can start. And once the payment is there, then we can go ahead and do order status and all, and fulfillment cycle can happen. Okay. In case the stock items are out of stock, it can always go back and provide, based on the number of orders, a consolidated list of inventory which we need to fulfill from vendors. So all these processes are possible, and it is pretty fast and available in multiple channels, in the customer ecosystem. So what are the key features? So one key feature is a uniform, order management, okay, which has a multi-channel support. It has a dynamic product display capability. It is a very intelligent workflow, and it can do a smart escalation. Suppose the customer has asked for a product which needed, a BDR engagement. So it can also escalate to a BDR human where he can come and intervene and provide the input. It can do the entire PO tracking. So once the pro forma invoice is done, typically customer is going to send a purchase order over email or WhatsApp. So even if the PO comes in the middle of the night or late evening, the AI agent can actually pick from the email and can start processing the order. So we don't need to actually put a person to keep checking the email, keep checking with for which PI, what kind of PO has come. So this all thing can be automated, and system can track these things. So what happens for many small and business organization who are a thin structure, they can take a big benefit of this, where they are not dependent on human resources people, but they can deploy all these automations and handle. Today if they are handling 15 or 20 quotations, with this they can handle hundreds of quotations every day, almost real time. The next pillar is the real-time control. So what happens once the quotations keep coming, the user will get a real-time control, real-time dashboard. Okay, and if there are some exceptions, the even after giving couple of discounts, customer is not willing basically to take confirm the order. So approval flows are there in case you want to give additional discount, you want to crack the deal, you want to increase the quantity. So you can always have basically your BDR reach out to customer, and so those kind of approval flows also can be there. The last but not the least is global scalability. So this particular platform has over 50 plus languages, all Indian, major international language support, and almost in the peak, handling, without putting manual labor, you can do 5x kind of, volumes without increasing your team size. So those are basically key pillars of the system. Some of the measurable impact that we have seen, the 93% faster processing, uh, 65% higher conversion. There's a 4.8% vendor satisfaction. Okay, there's a forecast accuracy of almost 90%. So all these things are all the benefits are there in basically the system. So you have a poll here. So do we have the poll result?
So let's start with one of our first poll of the series. So if you could bring it up. So our poll was, what is your biggest challenge in order management today? And a lot of people are saying that delayed approvals is one of the biggest challenge, and all of the above: manual data entries, stock mismatches, delayed approvals. So this is all challenges which companies are facing right now in order management. And this is what exactly Ask Genie can help you with.
Great. So I think our audience is pretty much aligned to the challenges that we have. Here is the QR code, and if any one of you wants to get started with the AIQoD 360 ChatGenie, feel free to scan it, and you can reach out to our product website, product.aiqod.com, and you can start with a free account where you don't need to pay anything, and just you can get started with our unique product. Now, with this, I would like to move to demonstrate couple of products. Okay, so we are here, AIQoD 360. This is our platform, and on this platform, we have got a small chat genie, which is here on the bottom, and it says "Make a wish." So all we need to do is to click, and the chat genie is come, and I can ask questions. So now here, what's happening, that my visitor who are coming to my platform, definitely they want to understand about my products. Okay. Now they're not going to ask, okay, tell me about AIQoD 360 suite, or what is this product and things like that. I think the question will be more related to their need. So suppose I am a visitor and I've come here and I say, okay, I am basically a startup, and today startups are doing fabulous job in terms of doing right from the right way, right from the beginning, where they are taking up scalable products and creating their workflows and methods, processes in a manner where the moment they are growing into a larger organization, smaller or mid-sized organization, the processes they don't need to change. So they already create processes and practices which is scalable, and definitely our platform helps startups in doing that. So if I'm in a startup, I can come here and I can type, I can say, I am an startup. How can AIQoD help me? And this is like a human interface. So I can just talk to him just like that, and the it is going to respond back to me. So it says AI 360 can help startups in following ways: scalable sales, pipeline management. AI agents ensure every lead is accounted for, nurturing them at every stage of your sales process, whether you are managing 100 or 10,000 leads. I mean, again, very nice. Okay. So cost saving, it helps me with sales, cost saving. So I can ask him, okay, if it is talking about, sales thing, what would be price for this product? So that is the next question. If I am talking about a specific product, so what will be the price for the product? So again, based on the provided, there is no direct mention a specific price. Okay. However, the pricing detail of different module plan related to 360 can be found. Okay. So I want to know product price of sales X. Okay. Pricing for sales X. Smart sales module. So there is a specific module which I can see on the website, and that suit, I can ask pricing for that. Okay. So this is the smart sales. Just give us a minute. Okay, fine. So it is not able to pick the prices. I believe there is something that we need to fix over here. Okay. Now, so this is basically ChatGenie, and here the ChatGenie has basically all the documents and everything which is provided. So these are basically, the brochures, PDFs that we provide as a, as a context. And based on the context, it is able to bring all the, details and provide answers. Now here, what we can do, I can change the language and I can, talk in Hindi. So I can also ask questions in Hindi here, and it can give me answer in Hindi. Okay. So for example, if I ask, um, you know, uh, give me details of campaign management. Now, ye, all these modules are multilingual. So when we talk about Hindi, normally in India, English and Hindi are mixture. So both of them works basically. Now, I think since we are presenting, the screen, so the mic is actually captured by Zoom. So the mic is not working here, but I can always type question in Hindi and I can get answers in Hindi. So that's how this product is there. Is there any question from the audience, or I can move to another presentation?
Now it's time for our second poll of the season.
I
And
think that
shall we proceed with the poll question, Mr. Ajay?
yeah, just 1 minute. I think there is a question, in the chat also. So if you
Okay,
can check that.
surely. So one of the question is, can we also input with the audio?
Yes. So input with audio is the option where we can actually talk to the agent, and it can actually type in as you speak. And once the question is typed, it can go back to the engine and it will fetch the answers. Now, even if I'm selecting Hindi or Marathi and we speak in that language, the actually answer will come basically in Hindi and Marathi, while my entire document inside will be stored in English and no other language. So I don't need basically to translate my documents into multiple languages. It remains in English, and we still can support all languages. So that's basically the power of ChatGenie. Okay. So can we have the result of the poll?
Absolutely. It's coming up. So this poll is regarding your website. If your website could talk back intelligently, what would you want it to do first? And then you have four options: answer FAQs in real time, generate support tickets automatically, qualify and capture leads, or speak to my customers in their own language, like literally, like a human. So let's take a couple of minutes. Please give your inputs, and then we'll find out what's exciting. So let's bring up the poll results. Okay, so this is interesting. A lot of people, 69% of the audience says that speaking to the customer in their own language, literally like a human, 69% of the people wants that. And then 15% people, and then there's a tie, answer FAQs in real time and qualify and capture leads. 15% people, so there's a tie there, and generate support tickets automatically. So because the point of having an interactive chatbot is to reduce the manual support tickets. So definitely, we don't want to have a huge volume of support tickets coming up to the support agents and then customers waiting, having a negative experience. So yes, over to you, Mr. Ate.
Okay, great. Thank you. I think the audience also is pretty much aligned. What they want. It's now the social media age is there, where the interaction now has changed. By the looks and feels of WhatsApp. So how we want to do business is how we interact with each other, like WhatsApp or Facebook, and various social media accounts. Similarly, they want similar kind of interface for business, whether they don't want to wait, they don't want to raise tickets, they don't want to wait for a company to call back and all. Okay. So that's the kind of interface that is they're looking. At the same time, if if the chat genie is basically not able to handle all the queries, then there is always a possibility where we can raise a ticket, from the chat genie. So at least there is a possibility that from the chat genie, I can raise a ticket, and still user can get a call back with entire history of the description of all the questions which is asked, and a summary also that what the user has been asking. And once it is submitted, then user raises a ticket, and the company can call back. Okay. So that's also a kind of option which helps user in case the chat genie is not able to respond back to a specific query. So you're not just hanging, you can actually get the required help. Another use case I would like to show here, which is this particular screen. Okay. Now, this one is basically a world map, okay, which is basically a kind of a dashboard, okay, where the company, any company who is working in the global market, and their business is impacted and dependent on the global market. And today the world is pretty dynamic. The entire world, something or the other is happening, and the company is not sure how it is going to impact them. The first and foremost thing what they need to do is to actually keep a track of what's happening across the globe. Okay. And this is really really critical, because there are news items which comes across the globe. There are users who go to various social media accounts. They do a lot of posting and all. So how a company, a responsible company, who is basically impacted due to these events happening across the globe, will be able to track and respond to those mail items and events happening across the globe, how to secure and ensure their business and the people are secure. So this is one solution that we have built. It is going through multiple websites across the globe. It is scraping all the news items, and it is trying to build some kind of a stream. And it's a very filtered stream. It is not picking each and every item happening across the globe, but it is picking exactly what is relevant for a specific company. And after filtering, it can show on the world a map how exactly is the thing. And the user, the company user, can actually browse through them and see what's happening across the globe. And these are the news, probably it is of their interest. Okay. And it can be categorized in various categories which the user want. So here are three categories which we have done: health, climate, conflict. So like that, there could be other categories also. Okay. Now each item I can go ahead and click, and I can actually get the image, the text, the image, the videos, everything what is there. and I can actually go ahead and read more and all. So it can take me to the specific place. Now, another thing, interesting thing happens. This is a virtual assistant. Okay, so if there are some, bombing attack, and then, we see death toll, how much is happening, and this is how, people can actually, the company can actually track what's happening, and how things are, getting, getting various, information which is relevant for them. Now, what happens in the virtual assistant, as we move and as we go and browse these news items, filtered news items, it also starts to give, recommendations basically. So how many, nationals are there? What are the, so whatever relevant information is there for that country specific, we can, show here. And also, the recommended strategies can be shown to the company based on their standard operating procedures. So each company, mature company, has a lot of standard operating procedures, and it is documented somewhere. And based on those scenarios, which could be, conflict, health, climate, or any other business scenario, we can train generative AI model to go and find out from the SOP, standard operating procedures, what the company should be doing, and we can bring it back and display over here. Now, this is a very handy tool for the senior management to not only actually keep a track of the events happening across the globe, which might have a potential to impact their company, but also they get, critical key details from that specific geographic location. And also, the Gen AI is able to tell them the recommended strategies, how to handle them. So these are very powerful tool for senior management, who are basically responsible for the global operations, and they must keep a complete eye on what's happening across the globe without fail, and they are not dependent on human to inform them the earthquake has happened in this country or that country. The company, suppose they have say a center in some place in far Italy, and there's an earthquake has happened there. So they just want to react and find out who is the center head over there. Those email information can come in the chat virtual assistant, and they should be able to reach out to them in no time. So this is a very powerful tool. And also it has basically some capability. Okay, the latest news, there are some critical mode. So there are various modes in which it can help management to really focus on what's happening, and how to navigate and ensure the business is not impacted. Okay, so this is one tool. Any questions anyone has on this tool? I'll be very happy to answer.
Yeah, there is one question which is coming up from Krish Salva,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but it is related to Chat Genie.
Okay.
Shall I bring it up?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
in the chatbot is asking that this is helpful, and I wanted to know if it actually captures this for learning purpose, or does it support reinforcement learning?
Yeah. So basically, see, the chatbot is backed by the generative AI language, large language model, and what our architect is very flexible, and our the backbone is such that this generative AI is trained for the job, and it may happen that he is not trained for all the scenarios. So what happens? Whatever question he is not able to answer, and whatever scenario it is not able to handle, it it goes back. There is a feedback loop, and with the feedback loop, the model starts to learn. So today, there are questions which it is not able to respond. Then there is an admin who is able to understand those questions and able to take it through the feedback process, where the more learning can happen to the generative AI model, and with that learning, the number of efficiency in responding to questions increases. Okay. And also there is a self-learning loop where customer is asking one question, then another question. And with this conversational capability, it is able to pick exactly what is the right answer which customer is, aiming to get. So that kind of feedback mechanism is there. and it is able to do those learning. And as time goes, it becomes better and better for your set of business. I hope I have able to answer your question. Any other question, Pallavi?
That is the only question as of now.
Okay, great. So after this, I would like to go to another use case. Okay. Now, this is a use case, and this is quite interesting use case. Okay, so I think there is a poll.
So, this poll question is regarding risk intelligence and which sources do you trust most for risk intelligence? Government advisories, industry reports, real time news feeds, or AI driven risk platforms? Let's fill in your inputs so that we can bring up the results. Let's bring up the results. 54% people are saying that government advisories are a reliable source for risk intelligence. Industry reports it's only 8%, and even AI driven risk platforms are 8% voted, and 31% people are saying real time news feeds.
Great, quite interesting observation. Okay, so I would like to actually just take people through a small set of wizards that we have. So rightly said, there's no single source of information which is dependable. And what we are doing, it's a AI driven basically solution. So what we are doing, we are actually going ahead and actually creating links for various news sites, okay, social media accounts, even some of the UAE portals, okay. So all these links are there. So this AI platform is actually getting data not from one government source or one news channel. It actually consolidates information from many sources, and you can keep on adding more sources and make it actually more robust. Okay. So that's how the channel, as rightly said in the poll, that not one channel, but they rely on multiple channels. Now, what the AI agentic platform is doing, it is bringing basically data and news items from all these channels to you in a single dashboard. So you don't need to user, you don't need to go to multiple websites and scrape things and bring it to this place. The agent does it. So that's very powerful. And in going basically times, we will see this is getting more effective and more better and far effective in terms of providing the real news on which you can act. The only thing is, see, if you talk about many social media account, you log in like Facebook or other social media accounts. What you see is basically driven by the algorithm of the company. Okay, so virtually it could be kind of a biased or some kind of influenced news or items that you are seeing. Now here what we are doing, we get it from all the sources. Uh, could be one source is the leftist source, one is the rightist, one is the nationalist. It can bring from various signs and big organization, a small organization, and it can filter it for you, and you get a very balanced view, a very balanced approach where you will be able to get data from all sources in a very natural way, and then you can utilize your thought process how to consume it. Okay, so now let us quickly go to the last use case, and the last use case is also very interesting. We have a very intelligent ordering chatbot. Now, this chatbot is can be deployed on various channel, as we have talked about earlier. So I can deploy it on a WhatsApp channel. I can deploy on a website. I can also deploy just like that, like a web link, like an app into your Android device. So here, this is deployed on a specific portal. Okay, and here what's happening? We have implemented it for auto manufacturing company where customer can come. Today they have like close to 200 WhatsApp groups where they are going and asking for a specific kind of question, a specific kind of material, they spare parts that they want. So here, what we are doing, if the person can come here and can ask about, a specific item that they want to, check. So suppose he wants a battery. So I want battery for, say, Maruti Suzuki. Okay, sorry. I want battery for Maruti Suzuki. Okay. So what happens here? The customer can come and ask about various parts. So again, like a human interface, I can just talk about few things which I know, and the chat is going to ask me, okay, you want for Maruti Suzuki. So what is your model? So suppose I say it's a Ertiga model. So it is going to drive me through these options that, okay, what is the, fuel type? So I say, okay, it's a petrol. Again, if the information is clear, then it's okay. Otherwise, it also wants, say, the number of the vehicle year. So 2019, it's about 6 years now. So then it brings me the entire range of vehicles which was produced at that point of time. I can select one specific model, and then it is going to ask, okay, which brand name. So suppose for this one, I have various brands options possible. So the chatbot is going to give me all those options, and I can select one of them. Okay, I think Lifguard looks better. Let me check. What is the battery. So now it gives me options. So it has basically battery for petrol, CNG, battery for petrol, CNG, and I can take one specific item. Okay, and then it is going to bring me, okay, now it understands what battery I'm actually asking for, and it brings me the response that yes, it is available. The 162 quantity is available in my stock. The average price is 4051, and it says, do you want how many units you want? So if I say, okay, I want 1 unit, so it will take it and it will say, okay, fine, I can create an order now. So I can create an order. The order is created and it is submitted. So it takes the entire detail, and I can submit it. The order is created. It goes in the backend to a sales representative, and the sales representative can call me and process my order. And if the company chooses to provide a payment link, so the payment link also can be here, and with the payment link, the order can be, the payment can be collected, order can be confirmed. So this is a very advanced level of use case, where we don't need to actually deploy people to actually do these kind of interface with customer. It works 24 by 7. The next level which we are also developing, that once these use cases are there, then we can have say inventory is kept, say, in multiple cities of India. So there could be one AI agent which is handling a specific city, and supporting a specific city. Now if there is an order coming from, say, Mumbai, and the quantity, the item is not there in Mumbai, then the Mumbai agent can talk to Chennai agent or Delhi agent or Pune agent, and can check if the quantity is available in those cities. And if it is available in those cities, it can talk and it can provide the pricing based on the actual part prices and the logistic cost additionally, which is between two cities. Okay. And in that scenario, the user can actually see that I am getting it from Chennai, I'm getting it, say, in 3 days from Chennai. Pune, I'm getting maybe in one day, and I need to pay a little extra to get it on a fast, transport. So user can decide, and based on the time and money, it can take a decision. So agentic AIs can talk to each other and provide a seamless kind of interface and experience to people who wants to actually get the service fast. So today, if you look at it, people do not have time. They don't want to go and talk to multiple vendors, multiple OEMs and all across the city. They want company to actually do it for you. Okay, so I'm a loyal customer to Maruti. I want Maruti to actually take care of me. So I just need to reach out to one place. I say, hey, I need this. Can Maruti ensure that I get my material from my city or any other city at my fingertip? And this multi AI agent platform is doing exactly that, and seamlessly over multiple platforms. Hope
Wow.
I'm able to give a good insight into the features and functionality.
Absolutely, Mr. Ajay. And our audience is a little curious, and we have two questions lined up. Bringing up
Okay.
the first question, which is coming from Dhruva. So the question is, have you used pre-trained models or have you trained a base model? If yes, which one?
Okay. So yes, I mean, this is a very good question. It gives me an opportunity to talk about the models, and this is something which is the core business basically for companies like us. So what's happening in last several years? This generative AI LLM models have come into the market, and it has made the life more easier. And a lot of business use case has opened up suddenly. So what my company is doing, we have a very strong R&D force within the company, and they are actually having an eye on all the latest technology which is coming in the market, and they bring those models. They test in-house in our sandboxes how these models are working, whether it's better than the last version, or does it have some unique capability which it has come out with. So these are pre-trained models. Okay, but again, these pre-trained models, one, still needs to be trained specific to my business. So those specific to my business I need to train, and that's what we are doing. Two, we need to put guardrails. Okay, so for example, when I talk about ChatGenie, and there is a very strong feature that in this ChatGenie, if I talk about my competitor product or any other product, so if I go to publicly available, LLM models, you ask questions. If the answer is available to them in some form, they are trained over the information available in the website. They will be able to actually provide the information. But here we put the guardrail that this chat Genie is only going to respond based on the context that my company has set up. So for each customer, the context is set and guardrails are there where the model is only going to actually respond back within that specific context. Okay. And the third thing which is very important is the workflow. So whenever we talk about, for example, ChatGenie is deployed as an ordering bot. So what happens after the order? So yes, I mean, after order, the order needs to be captured. It needs to go to the place from where it can be fulfilled. So there is a whole lot of workflow. The workflow is once the order is confirmed, the invoice pro forma invoice is released from a specific CRM software. So CRM we need to connect, and we need to get the PIs raised from there. And once the payment comes, the PI gets converted into real invoice. So again, part of the workflow, and that invoice goes for order fulfillment. Order is dispatched, and then we also have capability. Once the order is fulfilled, we understand the order is delivered to the customer. We also, the chatbot will go and ask customer for testimony and rating. And it can also take, if we allow the specific chatbot to take this testimony and rating and post to the website or Google, it can also go back and do it. Okay. So it takes care of the entire workflow. So we, as a business owner, you don't need to really be behind each step and be behind people to do it. Once you set up the entire workflow, then your business goes in an autopilot mode. Do we have another question?
Yes, one more question is coming from Mr. Sumit. Are you using Dialogflow? And if yes, how could it be considered as generative AI?
Sorry, if you can repeat the question. Okay. Okay. No, we are actually not using Dialogflow. Okay. And we are actually using generative AI LLM models. Okay. Where the LLM models are actually taking the question and actually finding the right answers from the context that we have set for each customer. And this is not a generic, use of LLM. It's a very specific use of LLM where each LLM is actually trained for the company specific information only. And the information, once it is trained, it actually brings the answers to those, specific need. So here, I think I'll just need to show the document management system, okay, where the documents which are loaded to a specific this is basically the entry page where you can also sign up and create your new account, and you can test the environment for free. So we provide up to certain usage free access to all the users. Okay, so we have this DMS where we have various documents loaded for ChatGenie, for My Knowledge Hub. Okay, there are various, employee handbook. It can, the invoices. So basically, it also has a core module of document management, which is, controlled through rule-based access, user access, departments, and all. And this is basically holding all the documents, which makes the context of the chat. And based on this context, only the answers is actually created using GenAI model. Any other question, Pallavi?
As of now, there are the only two questions we had from the audience. Please feel free to send us your questions across and we will give you insightful details on that. But we do have time for another poll before we wrap up today's session. And coming up, and this is the last poll of our today's webinar. So how fast do you think our order fulfillment should be in 2025? 5 minutes, 60 seconds, 10 minutes, or 1 hour? Let's give a couple of seconds before we give the results out. Please share your insights, put in your inputs to that poll so that we can understand the basic trend of the audience and everyone around us. So bringing up the results now. Wow, 62% people want the orders to be fulfilled less than 1 minute. And yes, that is true. Even Like a lot of people, we want that our orders should be shipped at the same day within 1 hour or 30 minutes. Blinkit is one of the examples here. 8% of the people are saying it should be less than 5 minutes. And then there's a tie between 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Great. So we are one of the critical, factors to make it happen. And the AskGenie is surely equipped to bring the order cycle, the order, inquiry to the quotation within a minute. And this is doable. We are doing it. And I invite all the businesses who will see this, podcast to come and actually try our platform and take the benefit right away. Thank you very much, Pallavi, for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ajay, for today's insightful session on how order management can be an easy peasy task for a lot of companies out there. We will bring up our next webinar in coming Friday and be back with another interesting session. So thank you for your time today, and we hope to see you again soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.